right to be first day of the season, finally here.
Finally.
Excited?
Very much so. I mean, given what we've just went through as a country, as a world, you know, to be able to have normality restored in a game of football on a Saturday, there's nothing better. So genuinely can't wait.
What's your thoughts going into the day? Durham City, a bit of an unknown quantity with a lot of the foreign signings.
Very much so. I mean, these guys, you know, they're an exciting prospect really when you consider it. Obviously, they've got a manager there with pedigree. Is a side there looking to sort of perform today, but it's our full intention to knock that out of them very early. We want to get our season off to a good start, and if it's anything like the first game of last season, you know, we hope to leave today with 3 points.
So how are we looking from our point of view, team news-wise?
Team news-wise, the best numbers that we've had during my time at the club, you know, we've got 22, 23 lads who are vying for a place. I can only pick 16. Discussion that I've had with the boys already, and you know, we're basically full of lads that are keen, eager and determined to go out there and stamp the authority and keep the shirts. So, in a very good place.
And the pitch is looking pretty decent.
Never thought we'd see the day, did we? Let's be fair. I mean, I was concerned up until yesterday. I didn't know whether or not it was eventually going to get cut, but no. You know, the people around the club, volunteers, committee, they've worked wonders, and to be able to play on a park like that today, it's going to be something special.
Great, thanks very much. You'll be all the very best today and for the season ahead.
Can't wait. Cheers.
Opening day then, Lee. We're finally here.
Yeah.
Plenty of trials and tribulations along the way, such as the pitch, COVID, cutters, dugouts. You must be relieved it's here.
There's been plenty of little obstacles that have hit us that I'm sure we're not finished with them, to be fair. I'm sure there'll be many more across the season, but yeah, so we had a massive issue with our equipment. So we paid an absolute fortune to have the grass sorted, fertilised, seeded and sanded and what have you, and then we had to leave it for a couple of weeks, and then when we turned up to try and cut it, the gear was broken. And trying to get new bits, and it just seemed like everything it was one step forward, two step back with everything we were sort of trying to do. But eventually we got it sorted, it's down and it's ready to play. So obviously we've got such as the likes of these going up all around the ground and what have you.
To be honest, the pitch is looking pretty good after all the hard work that's gone into it over the last sort of week and a bit.
Yeah, what kind of happens though is you've got a club this size is quite small in company. We don't have a massive manpower that's there to do things, so it diverts resource away from other things. So everyone's sort of focusing on that, which neglects other little bits and pieces around the ground. But we got there in the end.
Alright, you force them down one way, they have one choice. They do not play out. Fucking imperative that you force it one way. Do not sell yourself, be clever with it, force them that way. When he's doing it, when he commits, you have to do exactly the same, force it down that one way. They're going to go big, and they're not going to have any fucking joy whatsoever today. Alright boys, first and foremost, get in amongst them. Win the right to play like we did the second half of the night, last Wednesday. Earn the right to play, dominate the ball, look after it, trust each other. Alright, it's imperative that we trust each other. All good players, everybody wants the ball, need it from each other, give each other options. Alright, Carl, we are going to have the option to go long today, simply because they're not going to compete physically, alright? If we're looking for the big man, lads, you need to make sure we're playing off him. Stodge, get in and around him. Burner, make sure you're in and around him. Luke, make sure you're in and around him. That being said, we do not have to be long ball merchants, alright? We can afford to play. Kirk, can we get it from the back? Brian, Ruddy, you can want it, alright? One of you can drop and go and grab it off him. Alright boys, but every single one of us has to be up for today. Let's get the season off to an absolute flyer and make sure that we're stamped our authority. This is our home pitch, regardless. Come on boys, so let's get up for it, alright? Every single one of us.
Favourite, I think.
Chances. We've created enough chances for this game to almost be out of sight. Let's be fair about that. What we can't allow to happen in this second half, I'm talking about Lola, Kurt, we can't allow them to do us with one ball. On 2, 3, 4 occasions we've looked exposed. It's one ball over the top. Boys, in the midfield we've played some absolutely lovely stuff. We've looked after the ball, we've popped it about, and like I say, and off the back of that, that's why we're creating chances. And when we get the chance, boys, can we get our shots off? Can we get our fucking shots off? There's goals in there. Fucking hell. If you're going to put it on him, give it on his arm.
I didn't mean I'll let the ball loose, run over it, yeah, look.
They're looking for you to dive in, they're looking to nick it away from you, alright? Let's just be fucking sensible.
They are skillful to
They are,
dive in.
aye, definitely, they are skillful. But
That's
literally
why I
that
can
is...
testify.
Okay. Keep your legs shut. Come on then, have another fucking lift. Get in!
Oh, good goal. What a finish.
Ball is behind you.
Get in! Listen in, boys. I tell you what, we could have put that to bed 2 or 3 times over, couldn't we? Next time we need to be more ruthless, but we control that game. Barring the first 10 minutes of this, in the first half, the rest of it was entirely us. What we can't do is give away cheap goals like we have today. It has to come out of our game today. It has to come out of it. Never again. Don't know who she is. So listen, lads. Apart from that, quality performance. There was some great goals in there. We've moved the ball well at times. We've played some lovely stuff. Like I say, upwards and onwards to Wednesday. Hopefully it's on. But lads, great start of the season. Get in the Willies! Up the Willies! Up the Willies, lad! Why did you dodge twice? 2 free kicks. If you went under the wall, did you miss it?
No, he just miskicked it. After the first one, he was like, I'm going to redeem
He did one well last season in the top corner, now he thinks he's fucking
What happened with that? No, that's what he was saying.
same distance from last year.
That's what he said. That's what he was stood up, he's going, same as last year, this.
I thought it went to 4-2 and I thought, champion, we're going to breeze the last 10 minutes here, and then they just scored straight away.
That's what like the fucking
Tell us about it, my arse went bang.
Hibbie's running out the pitch going, scored like, oh.
He hadn't even got back into the little box.
He hadn't even got back to the dugout. It's
Both spoke good English.
Tell you what,
He come over to me, he says, not only are you...
I tell you what, they were polite.
It has to be better, doesn't it? We know ourselves as well. We're better footballers than that. Yeah, it's a good fucking workout, it's a good blowout. Take that away from it, that's your positive. But remember that we have to look after the ball better than that.
Good win in the opening game on Saturday against Durham. Was a bit of a mad game, backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
Have you recovered from it?
Just about. A bit leggy like. Monday, yesterday.
Yeah.
Obviously first 90 minutes in ages. Good to be back out.
So a couple of goals Saturday. Must be happy with those.
Somehow.
Should have had a hat-trick maybe?
Should have had about 4 then. But 2's not bad for me first game back.
Aye.
Hopefully a lot more.
So recover from your broken leg against Furiel on
Well,
Wednesday
to be
night.
honest, it's not quite there yet. It's still a little bit broken, but I managed to get myself around like a few painkillers before the game.
We had a bit of a faff with penalties again, so do you think you'd put a claim forward for penalties for this next weekend?
It's been well documented now that I'm on them now. Like, I mean, Ash and Rudy think they're on them, but we all know who's really taking them. I'm the man now.
Tomorrow's game against Cheshire Street's been called off, so next game we've got Heaton Stanton on Saturday. So always a tough game against Heaton.
Hopefully getting the 3 points on the board. Started well, it was a good game on Saturday. Durham were a good side and thought we played well as well. So hopefully we'll go into that, kick on after our 3 points on Saturday. So hopefully getting the 3 on the board.
Yeah, and both your goals on Saturday, especially the last one, that was an absolute corker, wasn't it, the last one?
Right. I mean, the second one was more of a tackle. I think I saw the light coming in next year. I thought I'll just kick it as far as I can when the bottom corner. But
yeah. Aye, always nice when they're going like that.
flew
So,
by.
aye, so you had like goal of the season last year, so that's probably a bit of an early contender.
Probably win it this year as well. See what happens. Still a long season yet, like.
Right, okay Luke, thanks very much and good luck for Saturday.
That's one, cheers.
Get at them, and like I said, you burn out on numerous occasions, you've got that fucking license to get at them as much as you need to. Play as close to him as you can. And come on, make things happen for us. Make things happen for us. Luke, you got your 2 goals last week. Make sure it happens again. Get your fucking name in the paper. Get your shots off. We are going to score goals. We're going to create chances. Ruthless, both boxes. That's all I'm asking. Ruthless in both boxes. Put our chances away. These will be out of sight. Make sure that we're fucking alive in our box. We're conceding fuck all. Clean sheets, goals. All right.
Oh man. Where are we? Where are we?
Fucking both goals. I would love nothing more than a team to fucking carve us apart and go, hands up, decent fucking goal. First minute, same again, not fucking good enough, not alive from the very fucking start. Boys, it's gone now. For the last 40 minutes though, you've known how dangerous we can be when we want to pick them apart. Like, we can put it in there and we can get at them. That being said, because they're so fucking aware of that, they've now given us space to go and play. And it means that we can get it in front and pop it about. That being said, lads, whatever happens, we're going to fucking score goals this half. I don't doubt it for a minute. We're going to go up there and we're going to fucking score goals. What we can't fucking do is have sloppy, shitty goals in the second half. It's fucking not good enough. It's not good enough at the back. It is not good enough. Not happening. This half, fucking clean sheet, boys. It's not good enough. I've no idea what the fuck happened there when it came to that drop ball. Someone want to talk us through it after this game. That's
irrelevant.
What we need to do is how we react after it. Why aren't we switched on? It's the first minute not being alive, and then this in that one. That's another example. That's another example of us not being fucking switched on. They're not carving you apart. They won't carve you apart. They physically can't carve you apart. What they can do is when we're fucking thumb up our arse, not paying attention to football, that's what's going to happen there. Boys, we are going to carve out chances, aren't we? We're going to create. But we cannot afford any more sloppy goals. It is ridiculous. Go out there and enjoy the second half. You're all going to get chances. Make sure we put them to bed. Make sure that we're fucking big, loud, and we don't give them a chance. What they've got, keeper has got good distribution. It's going to be much more difficult for him this half kicking it up and get up the hill. Certainly down the hill. He's at times picked out wingers. 1 up, 3 round. Are we communicating that with one another? At the back, if we go for a header, there's fucking people getting around us. Alright? Every single one of us, it can be better, can't it? Look after the ball, trust one another, enjoy it. Fucking look after it. It's not a fucking time bomb. Enjoy having it at your feet. Enjoy getting your head up and passing it. They're not going to live with you this half. I cannot tell you how poor they are at the back. We have to make sure that they're not saying exactly the same about us. Alright, boys? Yeah. Come on, every single one of us. Heads up, come on.
Get in!
fucking very quickly. Showed character, showed fucking determination, showed quality at times. Could have been even better scoreline, but you take that, don't you? Coming back from 2-0 down. Up the Willows! Up the Willows!
It's another absolutely
tremendous result. Enjoy your weekend. We'll look forward and we'll go again on Monday.
Right, Ibby, wow, what can you say about that? 2-0 down to a 3-2 victory.
Absolutely tremendous. I mean, don't get us wrong, I'd rather not ever go 2-0 down, but you know, the character that the lads have shown, the chances they've created and the, you know, courage to keep on going. Couldn't be happier.
Couple of sloppy goals at the start put us behind the 8 ball.
Do you know what it is? Us conceding the first minute goal, I don't know what it is, but genuinely that does have to stop. Whether or not we have to maybe do something different in the warm-up so that we're not conceding a sloppy first minute goal, but that's concentration. You know, we haven't been carved open. It was probably a catalogue of errors that led to the actual, you know, the culmination of a first minute goal, but you know, it's how we react afterwards and bring it back.
I think that fitness training we did at the start of the season probably paid off there in the last 10 minutes.
Absolute dividends. I mean, you can see it out there. There was one team that were always going to push on and win it, and I genuinely believe it looked like it was always going to be us. Fitness, you know, thanks to Suds, he put a good session together. He knew exactly what he wanted to do with the lads, and yeah, it's again paid dividends. That was us all the way. 90
Great,
minutes.
thanks very much, Ibby. Congratulations, and we're going to Newcastle University on Monday night.
We do. Thank you very much.
Great.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well done, Luke.
Good header. Oh,
Proper reaction to it.
Yes, boys, have a listen in. It hasn't been bad, has it? At times when we've looked after the ball, we've popped it, looked comfortable, creating chances. What we need to do is have the ambition and desire to get into the box. Balls are coming in. Can we appreciate the circumstances and the situation? Can we look, if the big man's gone front post, something could develop at the back? Do you know, can we be clever about it? Our entire game plan ensures that we've got 3, 4, 5 people in the box at any point when we're having a half decent attack. It means that, look, if you have to hang out, back post, vice versa, Studge, be aware. What we can't allow them to do though is develop into this game. We're fucking dominated at times, we can't allow them to start fucking popping it about in front of certainly in the final third. Carl, save, absolutely phenomenal. But should they really be fucking getting shots like that away? Granted, it's a bit of a ricochet.
Just a flood, isn't it, really?
It's fucking difficult. That being said, there's been times, can we have a bit of pass appreciation? We know the fucking pitch isn't great, or we're going to sell our mates short. We know that if it's going there, it has to go there properly. But apart from that, lads, fucking, I think, given the shape that we're playing, we've dominated the ball, and certainly in the middle of the park, and we are having ridiculous amounts of joy. Certainly, at the beginning of the half, behind him, this fella who's fucking played left back turns like a...
oh man, he's in.
We do not lose any games of football in the future, boys. It doesn't happen. As a fucking team, as a squad, maybe we run out of fucking energy. Maybe he's put a fucking shift in on the weekend. Personally, he's a fucking fit team, so I don't think that should have been a factor.
Okay, Craig, FA Vars Day today, always a special day on the calendar, but extra significance for you with obviously winning it previously with Spennymoor at Wembley.
Yeah, it's a massive cup, especially at our level. It's the biggest competition in the country at our level, so it'd be nice to get a run. Obviously, I'm one of the lucky ones. I've won it before with Spennymoor. It was till this day probably the best thing I've had in football so far, and you know, every year a team surprises. So hopefully Willington will be one of them teams this year and hopefully go on a run. It's not for me. It wasn't about winning the cup. It's the build up and everything before it, like the bus journeys down south. If you get a draw down south, you know, the night's over. Obviously Willington, they're not going to be able to stop over a place like that. I was fortunate spending where we had a fantastic chairman and he looked after us. But yeah, hopefully this year we can have a good run. And it's obviously for Willington, it's the prize money as well. The further you get, it's very important to the club at our level.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing. So let's hope we can get through today first anyway.
Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Tough game today against Wickham, obviously in the first division. We had a difficult game on Monday night at Newcastle University. Obviously we lost there, so hoping to bounce back today.
Yeah, the good thing about the Northern League, it comes round quick and you have a chance to bounce straight back. It was very disappointing up at Newcastle because you know we scored a lot of goals lately, but in that game we didn't create many clear-cut chances. Vinny had one off my delivery, but I think that was the only real chance we had. So, and it was just one of them games where you knew it was coming. You know, you had 0-0 written all over it, but they had their chance and then they put it away. So, but like today, we just need to put that behind us now and then bounce straight back today. And this is a massive game for the club. Yeah, we'd like to get a good run. So
definitely. And how are you feeling? Because obviously you had a bit of a tight calf.
I'm all right. I've been struggling a bit with both my calves really. I haven't been 100%, but they feel all right today. But my knees a bit dodgy now. So I'm just getting old. You know what I mean? When I was younger, I used to be able to play four days a week. But hopefully it'll be all right today.
Wait till you get to my age. Day up day, mate. Right. Okay, Craig. Thanks very much. All the best today.
Cheers.
Come out for 3. Good enough for me. Deal with it.
On ball. He's on ball.
Right. Come on, everyone, put your heads up.
Can we talk to each other? Like what he said, it's that area, fucking absolute golden hour in there. If you put a good quality ball in there, willing runners and Ash, willing runners and Vinny, causing them issues.
Doesn't even have to hit anyone.
It doesn't.
It's a good area.
It doesn't. But at the same time, when they expect that, the pitch opens up, they drop, it opens up, and it means then you, Berner, Kyle can then go and afford to play. Alright? But we've looked after it across the back. I'm happy with how that's progressed up there, back there. Like I say, can we be more ruthless in our box? We can get it shifted. Do you know, put our laces through it, fucking put a name on it. So what's your thoughts?
Just two things for me. First thing about them, all they look to do is, and I watch the highlights I've seen of them, they look to get the ball into the midfield, play into front men, and then have runners. That is literally all they've got. They're pretty alright on the ball, with the ball retention, they're moving around into where it is where they can play that ball retention. So the key thing that they try and do is, they play around, lull you in, and then they can play to the front men.
Ginger lads playing like in between the lines.
Yeah. So if it's fine, we can allow them to play in that area, but as soon as they switch on and try and play that into the front man, your first thought as a midfielder, where's he running? Who's my man, who's running? And if you stop that, which you have done at times pretty well, if you keep doing that and maintain that, and then look, when we've got the ball, first touch is critical. So when the ball's coming to us, don't think what you're looking like you're doing, you're looking about thinking what I'm going to do next with the ball as it comes to us. Don't. Think of getting it under control first and foremost. Once you've got it under control, then you can make your decision what you're going to do. But what you're looking like at the minute, you look like you're trying to do the second thing before you even got it under control.
Come on, heads up though. All the best. We take positives where we can. And let's be fair, the first half, for long stretches, played very well. Very lucky to work on the goal down. The second half, the second goal, for the first time this season, I felt like I saw the heads drop. That was the first time where I didn't see the reaction, which is typical of our team. We can go goals down. We can fucking, you can be under the cosh, you can go goals down, but it's how we react. 2 fucking seconds while I fucking speak. But it's how we reacted. And by the time the third goal, it's a fucking silly mistake. But the third goal, that's killed it, hasn't it? As a fucking contest. So, from that point of view, boys, it's how we react with regards to the second goal. That's where we'll fucking stop playing. That's when we're fucking starting to hide. That's when things, the gaps got bigger, people weren't in people's faces. That's what happened. 1-0 down. We genuinely were looking very comfortable. It's unfortunate. They're not a bad side. These will happen. You give them a sniff, they'll take advantage of it. An inch, we've got a mile. That's what happens, boys. But what we can't afford for to happen game on game this season is if you do go 2 down, fucking heads go. It didn't last season when we come back and beat the likes of Heaven. You need to fucking remember that he's got that ability. Alright? But the positives are more than in the game for 45 minutes. Fucking heads went at 2-0. That can't happen again. Alright? And that's me and Suds to sort out. But it is what it is. Get a quick wash for fucking allowed these days. Suds, out on that. No, you covered it.
Right, it'll be disappointing exit from the Vars on Saturday. We've had a couple of disappointing results. You must be looking for a reaction tonight.
Oh, absolutely. We need to bounce back. I mean, if we go back to the 1-0 away Newcastle Uni, that's a kind of game we didn't actually create as much as we had done the previous 2 games. I think sometimes you just need to be resolute, and in doing so you go away from that with a 0-0. So, you know, they're the kind of scrappy games that you really want to take something away from. That again, we live and we learn. Moving on to the Vars game against Wickham, the moment of the match was pretty much the penalty butterfly effect. If it had been ifs and buts, and you know, they go up the other end and they score, and off the back of that we didn't really look to threaten. Was disappointed with our reaction going to 2, but the lads did plug away. They are a good side, and again, you know, you take the few positives from that, and hopefully we can take that into tonight's game against Brandon.
Yeah, like you say, take the positives. Obviously, a win tonight, potentially go second in the league.
Yeah, I mean, it's still very early to talk about positions in the league, but you know, if there was ever a motivation that the lads would need, that's it there. You know, we're going to have if we can win 3 or 4 games at the beginning of the season, that's a fantastic start, and you know, that's really what we expect tonight.
And hopefully we might have a new face by the weekend, bit of experience in the team.
Absolutely, bringing Mick Tate in. He's got a fantastic pedigree rather. He's a lad that I've played with for a number of years. You know, he would bring a wealth of experience and really like quality to the middle of the park. He's been a guy that I've been trying to get for the last season. So yeah, really looking forward to bringing him on board.
Great, smashing a beat. Good luck tonight. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Thanks, Mark.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Like I said to you before, the pressure's on us tonight, and having pressure on you, it's a privilege. Embrace it, enjoy it. It's because he's are predicted to be the better fucking team. We just got to go out there, earn it, and prove that point to a man. Played 4-4-2. Lola, I've had a discussion with you out there. Energy, energy, energy. Alright, up and down on the right. Ash, you bring the same, plenty of energy. Also, tuck in, nice and narrow when we haven't got the ball, and make yourselves nice and wide when we do rather. Alright? In the middle, Luke, Kyle, these are in there for your legs, in for the battling. Alright, tonight, on that surface out there, it's greasy, stay on our feet. Alright, do not sell ourselves, it's unnecessary. They're not going to go by you, they're not going to drop shoulders, stay on the feet, get in each other's faces, get in people's faces, alright? Look after the ball, it's imperative that you look after the ball. Play the way we see it, alright? Play the way we're facing, look after it, and then can you go and get involved? Can you get involved in both ends of the pitch? The Perrys have got more than enough legs to do that. Declan, Nick, centre halves, we haven't kept a clean sheet this season. Tonight it happens, alright? We're at fucking home. We're having an absolute block out tonight. Lads, clean sheet, full-backs, Cal Oldfield, back in the team today, mate. Fucking no more cricket. Show us what good kind of a left back you are, son, alright? It's imperative. Andy Taylor, be the leader out there, be the man. Carl, kicking, take care, alright? Big voice. Yeah. Can we look at our strong position? Can we come a little bit further? Can we make sure that we're mopping things up if we're going to play high? Yeah. And like we've said time and time again, Suds is banging on the has bleated on about it time and time again, because it's so fucking true. No pressure on the ball, we do have to drop. No stodge. So much freedom tonight. Tonight, the fullbacks will come out with the ball for free. We'll play off each other. I want to see you like on a bit of rope. You need to be close. Don't find yourself isolated. If you see your mates isolated, get with them as soon as you possibly can, alright? Can we graft? Can we get goals? Can we be ruthless? Boys, be fucking ruthless. Suds.
Just quick for me, if he's touched on it, it's 4-4-2, it is paramount that Lola and Ash, we have that width. But as soon as we get the ball, the aim is to get the ball out to Ash and Lola as quick and as fast as we can. Because what that'll do is that'll open up the back four quite quickly, because the right back and the left back have to then go and press the ball. And what that does is that opens up the channels for the two front men to just roll into. It also helps with the left back and the right back in the fact that if the left mid and the right mid come and show for it, once they've gone wide, it opens up that channel as well for you to play into. Carl, Andy, for the front men to go on to as well. But as soon as the ball goes behind you as a midfield man, your first thought is, I've got to go and support. I've got to go and get up to the front two. It's as simple as that.
Have to join in. Have to join in, boys. But tonight, we'll take the 3 points, alright? Get up, boys. Get up, boys. Get in amongst each other. Come on.
What do you do with that coat off? On order, I think. Put your coat off now.
Well, there we go.
Keep overspending, I can't afford it. Man down.
Yeah.
Oh! Penalty!
What's up, lads? How are you? Yeah. Did it?
15 minutes at the start of the half. We used the wide men. We got in the box, we're timing runs well, we're working together well. We got the goal, scored the penalty, and as if it was like a fucking switch, we decided not to keep on doing what we were punishing them. In the first 10-15 minutes, Cal was managing to get involved. There was a lot coming down Ash's side up the left. You were getting on the ball properly, looking after it. Stodge causing problems in the box. Lou, a handful, 10 minutes, boys. I'm not going to come in here. We've been poor for the last half an hour of that fucking half. I'm not going to come in here and absolutely fucking berate us because we fucking know. Regardless of what we're saying, whether or not I'm going, formation this or fundamentals. Look after the ball. We know we can look after it better. The final pass has not been good enough. Bottom line, the final ball has not been good enough. When we are defending, we are snatching at clearances. We're fucking barely clearing one box, and that instills panic, fear, concern. Every single one of us are worried. Can we be better? Can we fucking relax? It's not a fucking grenade. It's not going to go off. Can we put our foot on it? Can we get our head up? Do you know? There's times where we are looking we're looking to try and find feet. The ball, the surface is zippy. We know it is. Can we put it in a good area? It's going to run through to the goalkeeper. If we're playing the ball too straight, we know this. We've known this from 3 o'clock this afternoon when we knew it hadn't stopped fucking raining. So when we're playing on that park there, why on earth are we looking to try and pinpoint the ball over the top? It's running through to the keeper. Can we put it into the area, the danger area, the channels? Between the touchline and the fucking box, boys, they're not particularly mobile at the back. We've won so many headers, but boys, it's so important that we look after the ball in the middle of the park. It's absolutely imperative that we take care with that final pass. And it's our reaction. Too many times have I seen us give the ball away, fucking this and this, that, and the other. It's how we fucking react once the ball's gone. Bottom line is, the first 10-15 minutes, we looked after it very well. We'll use the wide men. We're having so much joy down the sides. They're playing very narrow, they're playing 4-3-3, they're playing very narrow. The 10 is their danger man. He's been everywhere, hasn't he? He's been fucking getting on it. Can we not get a fucking hold of him? Boys, we have to do better though. We have to. You know to a man that we have to do better than that. We've spoke countless times about trying to keep a clean sheet. Can we go out and keep a clean sheet in the second half? Can we go and punish them? Can we be more ruthless in the box? Our box, in particular, we cannot keep snatching at fucking clearances. We have to clear our lines. Too many times, does it 1, 2, 3, and you can see it, you're thinking it's fucking coming. If we don't get rid of the ball properly, or find a good area, it's coming back too quick, and that's down to us. We can do better, alright? Every single one of us. Every single one of us has to do better. But also, we have to dictate the tempo. Come on, boys, every single one of us. Have another live now.
Good enough, come on. All of us, 1 to 11 man.
You've covered everything that I was going to probably touch on. I normally only talk about a couple of things that I've seen in the game. Two things that I've probably seen in the game, which you've mentioned, is they're playing 4-3-3. But that 4-3-3 is quite different in the fact that they play the two men, who are three up the front, the two forward men, as such, not the 10, are playing in the channel. So they're going and sitting on Andy and sitting on Cal, and they're leaving your two centre halves spare, and the 10's then coming and floating in behind him. Now that unfortunately, when he's doing that, we've got to consider two things: allowing the centre half to release themselves a little bit to pressurise him as he comes forward, because there can only be two people there forward still, and it's hard for the midfielders to do that. It's hard for Kyle and Luke to then think of their men and then come and pressurise the 10. So as a centre half, one of you's got to think, right, he's got the ball, he's 15 yards outside the box. As soon as he starts coming forward, I'm going to engage him, whether it's Declan or Nicky. I'm going to go and engage him 5 yards away. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do, because that's what they're doing. They're sitting, the two men in the channels, which leaves, it looks like you're getting overplayed, and that's the reason, because we've got two centre halves who aren't necessarily picking up anybody. That's not your fault, it's neither. That's just the way they're trying to play the game. So when you think about it, if the 10 has dropped and he's coming into an area which is 10-15 yards away from Nicky or Declan, what do you think? I'm going to go and engage the ball. I'm going to go towards the ball.
The danger.
Yeah, alright?
Yeah. Boys.
And then the one other thing is, like he's touched on, relax. Relax on our passing. Even when we're trying to clear channels, just strike a ball smoothly. Don't snatch at it. Control it. Strike it smoothly. Strike through the ball. I shouldn't need to tell you this. You fucking ladies who've played football long enough to think, right, I can't snatch at things. When you snatch at things, you lose total control of what you're doing with your pass. Whereas if you're controlled with it, you control the ball and it's in your path to be able to play first time, you can then strike a nice sweet ball into the channels where he's asked us to go, into the areas where it's between the touch line and the box. Then we give our front men and our wide men an opportunity to go and get the balls then.
Boys, come on. It is fucking basics, isn't it? But also, can we show some desire? Do you know when we fucking concede a goal, where's the appetite to go out and go, that's fucking not good enough. Every single one of us, it's football cliches. Go and win your battle first and foremost. Earn the right to play. Enjoy it. Alright? Fucking stamp your authority on the fucking game of football. Alright? Every single one of you have got more than enough ability to do that. Boys, better half. We start better. We G each other up. We're doing it in a fucking positive manner. Every single one of us, so we can do better. So come on, let's get it. Come on! 3 points, nothing less. No one takes a fucking point from us at home. Not a single point. Alright? Nothing but 3 points tonight, boys. Come on! Come on, boys!
Penalty. Get in!
Up yours, ugly. Lads, you got to send it now. Carry it out. Hat-trick, Ash. He's on the pitch. He's whinging for something.
Fucking get it! Absolutely quality reaction. Again, when we play, prove how much we can batter teams and dominate. They could not live with us in the second half. We did start slow, but after that, 40 minutes, they just couldn't live with us. Got what we deserved. We're fucking running channels. It was fucking selfless. I run one as well. There was step overs. There was quality in what we said all along. Can we go and punish them? Can we be ruthless? Couple of half-decent penalties.
He shot the second as well.
And look, your goal was all about desire. Fucking again and again and again. Put your head on the danger area. Could get a kick in the face. Got your goal. Exactly.
The first spell he was horrendous.
We go on again into the win. Well done, yes, that's what I say.
What are you doing, man?
Nothing, mate. Nothing. Just the one thing that listen, just one thing for me is we gave you a couple of things at half time and you put them into practice in the second half. Really impressed with Declan and Nicky listening to what was said, and you went and did what we asked you to do. You released yourselves and went and pressed, and that changed the game a bit for me, I thought, and that allowed us to let our players to get on the ball and play. And that other thing was us asking you to get wide and creating space for the channels. 3 or 4 times we've done that. Ash has turned his body, brought the left right back in, and we've created those chances by putting the ball into the willing, selfless runners and the front two. So please don't. Fantastic, a lot of
Start getting wired in. I said it to you earlier in the week, I'll say it again today. The pressure's on us, but it's a privilege to have pressure. Alright? Enjoy it. We should be going out there and commanding games like this. We've just, in the warm-up, shown how well we can look after that ball when it's on the floor. The conditions mean that it's imperative we keep it on the floor, that we look to play football. And if we're looking to play football, we need options when we have the ball, so we can play nice, short, sharp on the floor. It can go big, but when it does go big, it needs to go in the right areas. So from fullbacks, we spoke about it earlier in the week, it's about finding that ball, that quality ball, channels, if and when it needs to go in there, alright? But the rest of the time, boys, we need to keep it on the floor.
The key thing again is thinking about getting that ball out nice and wide, nice and quick. So keep it right back, right mid, left mid, and then leave those channels. For Ash and Lola, make sure you make a concerted effort to stay wide when we get the ball out in the right back and left back. And then if they're not on, play that ball into the front then, so then you must turn, you must go and support the ball as a wide two, once that ball's gone beyond you. Similar to one of the midfielders, one of you must, as soon as the ball go, if you go short and you don't get it, and it's gone beyond you, your first thought is, I've got to go and support the ball straight away.
But boys, we leave here with nothing less than 3 points. Every single one of us to a man. Come on, let's keep this fucking run going. Every single one of us, come on.
2 left side forward.
Oh.
Luke, get on goal! Luke, give it on goal! Luke, stand there! Stand there!
For a large part of it, I thought we defended it very, very well. Set pieces, the defensive headers from the set pieces have been outstanding. Bodies on the line, heads on the line. Positives are, we absolutely battled that out. It was a difficult half. We knew it was going to be a difficult half. I think Carl put his hands up. It's a fair one, but at the end of the day, we want us to play football. We knew we had to play football. It's gone now. It is what it is. The other side of it, we've created some chances, but we can be cleverer. Boys, perfect examples. The referee's told them 3 occasions now. 3 fucking times to move back, to move back, to move back. You want to start being fucking clever footballers? You put the hand on the ball, the referee says it. Once the referee said it, you put it into his fucking knee, you put it into his chest, you put it off his ear for all I fucking care. He gets a yellow card, he'll not fucking do it again. That now opens it up for us to go and play. They have to get off it. We have to be fucking clever. You're good enough footballer, put your hand on it, kick it off him. You're going to give him a card, the refs have got us to do it. He's won them once, he's won them twice, won them fucking 3 times. As you go out there, quick word in the ref's ear, ref, 3 times I try to play it quick, the sun on the ball. From now on, you kick it off him. These are the little things, these are the fucking nuances of football.
I think sometimes you give yourself a little bit of a hard time because you might a pass might go astray a little bit. Passes will go astray. It's how you react after that pass has gone astray. Just think, right, I'm going to go get on again and try and play again. One of the big things is that we asked you to do is make sure that we're getting the ball wide and getting it out quick. 3 times I counted, we got the ball within 3 passes into the channel to a front man. From Andy to Lola, channel. from Cal to Ash channel and we had front men in. That's how quick you can get in and create a chance, and why we're asking you to do it. But you don't have to. You can't do that all the time. The game dictates how you're going to do that. But if it opens up for you to do that quite quickly, where you can go right back to right mid, centre forward in, do it quick, because you'll get chances from it, and you've had 3 chances from it. So endeavour to do that again in the second half. These are, you're starting to open them up, because when you do that, the right back thinks, right, fuck, I've got to go and press the left midfielder, and he goes and presses him, and that opens up that space for your front man, whether it's Lou or Stodge, to get into that channel. And you did it twice on Wednesday with getting it to Ash, and Ash played Stodge in twice and got 2 goals from it. So let's endeavour to do that. That's a key thing to do in a game. Get it the wide men quick, so we can play the front man in.
Can we make sure this half boys that they're camped, that they're sickened by us? We apply the pressure, turn the screw. There's goals in it for us, isn't it? Yeah, fucking hell, boys, another 3 points on the board. Alright, nice and close. Come on, true man. Come on.
Lines not round there. His name.
Finish it. Oh, man. Oh. Get it down and play. Oh.
Get round him, Chris Wiggins!
Where we at? Where we at?
Fundamentals. Take the chances, reduce them to as many as you possibly can. We've given them one, gifted one in the first half, it's gone. We've had chances to bring it back in the second half, haven't we? That being said, they have to, fair enough, elements of us chasing the game, so it is going to be a little bit open, but ruthless, say time and time again. I think we have to look at ourselves. I've said it time and again, have to be fucking cleverer. Can we just look after the ball in the box? If we're fucking maybe not finishing as best we can we fucking feel for something? Do we take a fucking foul, or do we keep playing like we're kids and try and prove that we can steal? They have bought all sorts out there today. Are they fucking cleverer than us? Far from it.
We've said that for 3 weeks in a row, you know.
Far fucking from it. It's ridiculous, boys. Genuinely. Whether or not this is something that is fucking are good enough to fucking understand, or choose not to take on board when we're saying it, have to be fucking cleverer. Record it, it fucking might sound shit on the fucking camera, but at the end of the day, boys, fucking, you have to buy shit. You have to be in the fucking referee's ear. They did it in the first half, they stood over the ball countless times, they're fucking screaming when everyone gets a little knock. This is something we need to fucking learn to do, to learn to win a fucking scrappy 1-0 fucking win on horrible conditions. That's what we need to do. It's gone, you're right, at times we did play some nice stuff, but then you play the fucking scores, the only thing that fucking matters. I don't care how lovely we play, I'd be happy with fucking dog shit out there, and we were the ones going away with the 3 points. How we start is ridiculously important tonight. What else is important? How we follow up, alright? You've seen how greasy the surface is. Shot, both ends, ours and theirs. Follow in, make sure that we're going to protect Carl. It will spill out, it is going to spill out of his body. We don't dive in. You'll get left for dead out there. It is that greasy, it is that slippery. Kyle, particularly you, we do not dive in. Most importantly, boys, we play the way we can. Like we said earlier, get it out to the wide men as early as possible. Luke, demand the ball, demand it constantly off them. Constantly, get at them, be a thorn on the side. Ryan, I've said it time and time again, be that quarterback, can you go drop in, can you get the ball, can you look to find the big man up top, can you look to find the channels, the ones Ash found it particularly well against Brandon. Can you find Stodge in and around that area? Can you put it between the touchline and the box? You're going to ask him loads of questions tonight with that good quality ball in there. Alright? Mainly, we have to battle and contend out there tonight. You've seen what the pitch is like, you know what the conditions are like. Can you be up for it? Evan, you into the side, can we be up for it? Can we make sure we're in people's faces? We don't dive in. Can we win with headers? Can we win the first tackle? Can we not get frustrated with each other? All the important things in football, boys. Alright? Everyone to a man is a leader out there tonight. If in doubt, give it to Ruddy, look after it, listen to him, talk him through it, Ruddy, as you do every single game, mate. Alright, boys, now let's get up for it. Let's be come on!
I couldn't get over it, honestly. Come on! It's not, no. It still should have went from the house.
Well done, Lou. One foul, good lad. Henley! Well done, Lou! Good lad.
Good lad. Jim? No.
I'm looking.
Jim? Oh.
Listen, how we reacted after we conceded the goal was absolutely tremendous. We've lost huge parts of that second half against a very good team, haven't we? Luke, absolutely tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Ball in the game by the scruff of the neck. Deserved the penalty, put it away lovely. The lads who've come on, I thought you've been absolutely outstanding, given that Avantasia to come straight into a game, a City game. Josh, fantastic on the right side. Well done, Bernard. Me and Suds were just talking on the way across there. Boys, when we get it down and play, can they live with us at all? Can they get anywhere near us when we're popping it off? Especially in the middle of the park. Ryan, superb. Kyle, superb. Ryan, that aggression. Do you know what you've had tonight? Where you're commanding more of people, pulling people in. Do you know, just, it's what I want to see, and it's in first top draw, absolutely top draw. Boys, where they are susceptible is on the break. Do you know, they commit so many men forward, and they have not got the courage and they haven't got the lungs to get back and track yous, they're leaving yous. So we're getting scenarios where we're on 3-on-3, 4-on-4. If we can just be a little bit cleverer, we're going to have chances. Lou, it's coming for you, son. It's coming for you. It's coming for you. Keep going. Be nice and positive. Stodge, it's there for you, son. You're going to get chances this half. Defensively, in the air, outstanding, mate. Fucking outstanding. You've won absolutely everything. Deck, controlled it, absolutely outstanding. They are quick. We know they're quick. We know they're quick, and pace is one of the things that are difficult to defend. We don't let them get a run at us, and we make sure that if they are going past us, can we be a bit cute and a bit clever? Same goes the other way, because they're going to have to do it. They're already on a year on the back. Can we get at them? Can we commit them to, you know, ask questions, keep asking questions? Because when we start popping it off and start getting through the lines, can't live with us. Superb. Andy, that left foot of yours, it's a one, mate. Wish I knew. Next time Kyle's 40 yards out and tries to shoot his right foot again. You look, it's when it got there. If it's a dry pitch, I told it up.
He spilled this.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Boys, this is there for us, isn't it? It's fucking there for you. Come on, boys, come on. Go up there, keep commanding it, keep looking after the ball.
Oh, go on, Luke. Penalty!
tonight we were a better team, but the bottom line is the only thing that matters is the fucking result, isn't it? And it's a tragedy that we've come off there losing that game 3-1. We've dominated the ball for long periods of time, we've carved them open at will at times. Top and bottom of it, we have to be more clinical. We've said it for a few weeks now, consider it. It might be cruel, but our last 2 games, Jarrow and today, the only goal we've scored is a fucking penalty. And yet, that's 180 minutes of football. It says it all. We need to put chances away. Goals change games. Fundamentals of football. Ruthless in both boxes. If you do nothing else, be ruthless in both boxes. I'm not going to harp on about us being maybe naive at times and not winning a foul when maybe we can take a foul. Because if we punish teams like we can do, we're not having this conversation right now. I'm disappointed, gutted for you because you have played very well, but it doesn't fucking matter, does it? It's all for naught unless you finish chances. So boys, we have to pick ourselves up. As difficult as it might be, on Saturday we have to go again. It's another big game. Stick together, keep your heads up, maintain that confidence that he's went out there and played with some freedom, plenty of freedom. It's just, genuinely I'm deflated here, I'm gutted for you. Disappointing result, but we go again on Saturday and that's the beauty of football, we get another chance to put it right very, very quickly. Alright boys, so let's keep our fucking heads up and we go again, come on.